I'll be giving an overview of this amazing site of FamilySearch.org. There's so much to this website that I'm going to try to break down these different areas and give videos on each one of them, but today's just going to be an overview. Anytime I'm moving around in this website, I can always come right over here and click right here on Family Search, and it will bring me right back to this home page. All right, let's get going on this. So first of all, we're going to talk about the family tree. This is a worldwide tree. All of us across the world are working inside of the same tree. And as we're adding in our different ancestors, a lot of times we're working on the same people. And it can be really great because we can learn to collaborate with each other so that we're adding the most accurate information we possibly can on any person that we're actually adding into the tree. So it's got some powerful possibilities behind this as we work together. The next area is the search engine, and inside of here we have a place where we can actually go search for records, and these records are census records, birth and death records, burial records, military records, and we could name a bunch more, but these records are used to give enough evidence of each person that we're adding into the tree. And we're going to try to give evidence of their vital information such as their birth, their death, their burial, their spouses, children, parents, and so forth. So these records become extremely important to us to get accurate information put in about our ancestors. We can also go view people's genealogies that they have uploaded into Family Search. And then down below is a catalog that we can go into. I've opened this up in a different tab just so you could see what it looks like. It's online books, online materials, microfilm, microfiche, and publications that you can go search for. That will be a different video within itself. They also have books that you can go search through, and then we have the Research Wiki, which is like a huge online genealogical encyclopedia. The next area are memories, and this is where we can add photos, stories, documents, audio about our ancestors. The beautiful thing about memories is nobody can delete them. Then we have our indexing program, and this is where people like you and I can go in and we can look at records that have been uploaded online, and these records are like birth certificates, death certificates, the ones that we mentioned over here, but they're just able to see a picture of them until we take them and we take the most important information off of those pictures that we're viewing, like their names and their birth dates and death dates and things like that. And then we will upload them back to an online database, and it makes it become a searchable database so that when we come over here to search records, we're actually searching through what people have indexed. And that's why it's so important to go index records to help out this amazing record area. The next area is Temple, and this is any work that I've reserved. I can share it, I can print it, and it's an amazing place to take care of temple work for my ancestors. Here we have messages, and within Family Search, anybody who has an account, I can message them. And so if you ever see a little red circle with a number, it's going to tell you how many messages you have, or you can click into this to see past messages and click into each one and go review them or talk to the person again. And here's a volunteer place where I can volunteer my time with indexing or missionary work or donate money to FamilySearch.org. Under this help, this is really important to understand, because if you don't know a whole lot about family history work and you need to get started with just the very basics, this help center and the get started area are wonderful. And you can even go down here and contact family history consultants that live near you. But also too, for even people who have been doing genealogy for quite a long time, this help center and the learning center are amazing places where we can go watch webinars and read articles to help us learn more. In the community, it's a place where I can go communicate with different people online with questions or concerns I have. My cases is any time I give feedback, like you can see this feedback right here, they create a case for me. And when I say they, it's FamilySearch.org missionaries or workers. They create a case, and I can click on that and go view my cases. They will not only create a case for me, but they will email me with answers to my questions. And once again, here's how we get in the Research Wiki. This is what's new it's a blog teaching about the latest, greatest things happening with Family Search. And then the Consultant Resources is actually a consultant planner, which allows me to help other people with their genealogy, or it actually becomes a really powerful way for me to go find temple work for my ancestors. And I'll be teaching a lot about that later in a different video. All right, under my name, I have the ability to go into settings, and within this, I can go in and change any personal information I have. I can see which different websites I've allowed to use my Family Search account, like Ancestry.com, Find My Past, My Heritage. So settings is a great place to go control what's happening with your account. The source box is a place where you can go store sources that come from other websites or that you've created yourself in a safe area that you can always get back to if you need to either reattach them or fix something. And then of course you can sign out right here. This Help Others is just a different option to be able to click on here and be able to use people's ID number or name and their helper number to jump into their tree and help them out also. Okay, let's dive into this main page here. Up here on the top left, this is just a place where it gives you ideas of what you can do with your ancestors. So if I click on this next, it's just going to bring up different opportunities for me to go check out what they have available for me. Be aware of this is how you can create your other accounts. If you are with the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, you can have a free account with Ancestry, My Heritage, and Find My Past. And you just click on Learn More and it will help you go set up a free account with them. Down here on the left-hand side, this is like a Facebook genealogical ancestral newsfeed. It's amazing. And so this is all the different things that are happening with your ancestors as far as memories go. So anytime somebody adds a picture, a document, a story, or audio, it will show up in this particular area so that you're aware of what's happening with your ancestors. So you can see their name, you can view how you're related to them, you can even see who added the information and make a comment or even share it. So that goes clear down the whole left side of the page. Over here on the right-hand side, if we scroll back up here to the top, it's called Recommended Tasks up at the very top. And I can go check out my church calling if it's sitting here. A lot of you may not see that, but depending on your calling, it will either be there or it won't. But then I can also go check out different ancestors who need work done on them. So I can go look at this one. If I click on these little icons, it's going to open up and show me what temple work is available. But of course, I need to dive in and do a little bit of research before I just go reserve that, and I teach a different video on how to do that. And then I can look at these blue icons, which are little record hints that I can click on them and go attach them to my ancestors. And of course, the yellow ones are just showing that there's more information that needs to be added in order for me to go do that temple work. Down below this are the last people that I have been viewing. And so if I want to jump back into them quickly, I'll just click on their name and it brings up their summary card. And then I can either click on their name again or on the little person here, and it will put me right back into their personal detail page. Down below this, we have an online to-do list, and this is great for those of us who don't like to shuffle through a bunch of papers trying to figure out where we left all of our notes. So I could just click in here and I can type in what I need to remind myself of, click on Add, and it will show up here. And then once I get it done, I can actually just exit out of it and it hides it for me. And then down here on the bottom right, don't forget you can always give feedback of things you really like about the website or things that you may be struggling with. They love to hear from us. Let's jump back up to the top, and I just want to remind you that I will be giving videos more in depth on each one of these areas so that you can understand them a lot better. This was just simply an overview.